guys, welcome to something a little bit different here on the channel today. So what I wanted to bring you today is a little guide on the best cars or the best way to tackle the snow in the crew, because when I first got to a mission that I found next to impossible with my first perf car, I found an issue and I fixed the issue, and I'm going to help you guys do the same in case you're trying to do the new faction mission and you're having trouble, beating the AI, or if it's to do with the story, maybe you haven't progressed past that point still, and this will be helpful at that point. Assist is something I have to bring up straight away, because even myself, I ignored this. Like, I was like, oh, I'm on hardcore, I'm the best driver ever, I don't need your peasant traction control. Well, you do. In the snow and certain areas, especially with rear-wheel drive cars, you will need your assists on, so put them on. I don't care. If you're having trouble, put them on. If you really don't want to and you still want to slide a little bit, go for sport. Sport's a nice middle ground. I use that all the time, but when I really need to, I go full assist, for example, like in the snow. Just do it. It'll help you a lot. So something a little bit more advanced, but something you should definitely know about are drivetrains. So if you don't know, rear-wheel drive cars are pushed from the back, the rear wheels spin, and the front wheel would just slide around in the ice. And front-wheel drive pulls from the front, and the rear just slides around on the ice. All-wheel drive cars, all four wheels are pulling and pushing, that sort of stuff, so you've got more stability and you've got more control, and that's why I prefer them overall. But especially in terrain such as off-road and in the snow, you want all wheels to move similar or the same rate, or have some pulling power at the front at least, so you're not sliding around, and if you do slide, it's much more controllable, as you can see here. Now, one thing to note is there are front-wheel drive cars on the crew full stock. After that, any other spec, there are no front-wheel drive cars, because what happens is all front-wheel drive cars, when you upgrade them to perf, street, whatever, are converted to all-wheel drive. So say, for example, your Mini or your Fiat 500, those are all-wheel drive in street, perf, anything like that. So if you're looking to use one of those, don't worry, they're just as good as the Skyline or the Aventador. The only time that rear-wheel drive cars are converted in the crew is when you're going to raid. So if you're looking for a raid car and you want to use your rear-wheel drive car, there's your option. But if you're wanting to do missions, for example, you need a perf car, whatever, then you're gonna need something that was originally front-wheel drive or originally all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. So the way to look at this is Google it. You can just type in Google and see if the car is front or rear wheel drive, or all wheel drive. Or you could go on the crew to the HQ, and when you go to a full stock car and then go to customize that full stock car, on the left you will see some stats about the car. So, for example, my Ferrari, the drivetrain is MR. That basically means mid-engined rear-wheel drive. You'll also get in, say, a Fiat 500, you will see it is FF. Front engine, front wheel drive. So in basic, if your car on full stock has FF or four wheel drive as the drivetrain, then when you convert it, it will be stable all wheel drive in any spec in the list that it has available. So there's your option. You've got all-wheel drive, you've got your full assists on. So now I'm going to show you some examples of the all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive in the snow, just to show you the big example I'm going to show here, the difference between the stability of these cars. So as you can probably see straight away, the Skyline is much more planted and stable than the Ferrari. And I tried to use the Ferrari in a race at one point, and that was my downfall. Like, I was really struggling to get this thing to not spin every single gear. Into gear 6 and 7, I got wheel spin at the top of the gears. Using NOS, not a chance. Could not do that because that would just cause instant wheel spin. In the Skyline, on the other hand, planted, sorted, done. Now, another thing to consider is weight. Now, weight in the crew, which I'll make a video of in the future, is literally nothing to do with how slow the car is. All cars kind of match each other when there's certain levels, so if a certain level car is about the same, they'll go about the same speed. There'll be a few different parts in there making this brake better, that sort of thing, but that doesn't matter. Basically, heavier cars translate to more stuck to the road, more traction. So the heavier your car, for example, a raid car, any raid car, or a Hummer, or a Raptor, those cars will be very planted and four-wheel drive, which is the best bet to go with. So if you're looking for the best car list from my suggestions, I would suggest going with a Hummer, a Ford Raptor, a Skyline, an Aventador, or a Mini. Something like that, you know, anything that has a four-wheel drive once converted to the higher specs, go with that. Heavier cars are the best bet. So if you found this guide helpful, please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this on other racing games as well. I'm planning to expand it. And obviously, if you've got anything to add to this discussion, please leave it down below in the comments. If you've got any cars to suggest to people, leave those as well. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Peace.